Is your life based on patterns? Did you catch yourself executing things automatically, even without thinking about them? Did you test this automation for some time? Did you get some habits that tend to disconnect your conscious execution from happening? This is something that has been with me for some time already, but practicing right now meditation and Ayurveda and getting to know those new sources of wisdom, those books, those highlights, teachings, you start to see from the side how many patterns you have that you still need to release. How many patterns you have that you still automatically execute without thinking if this pattern really is doing the right thing. It's not only the behavioral patterns like doing some things automatically, but thinking automatically. As well, having some obstacles as your energy patterns that influence your decisions, influence that you cannot focus on one thing. You need to start doing those new things all the time. Have you seen any clues that point you back to some elements that you can see as your patterns, as your energetical patterns, as your mental patterns, as your physical patterns, that not necessarily bring any good to your daily experience? This is what have been following me for some time, but something that has this couple of elements, this physical body reaction patterns, these automations that you train, driving a car, riding a bicycle, just doing all those things like toothbrushing, anything, shaving, automatically, because you do it like with standard hand. Maybe this is the opportunity to check what will happen when you start to do those things like with other hand, starting with other feet, starting to change some aspect that will give you this non-automatic execution when you need to think. Additionally, those mental patterns. Have you seen how many reactions to not the same situations you already translate using your patterns? You don't analyze it logically even. You just base on this automatic reaction, and then as well it triggers your emotions. Have you seen that? Additionally, those energy patterns. It's like when you are in best energy state, how you regain this state. Like maybe you are one of those three doshas, kapha, pitta, vata, and your time of the day when you are most energetic is different. Maybe it's between 10 and 2 p.m. or maybe it's in the morning, maybe it's in the evening. Maybe as well those are certain days of the week, maybe certain days of the month that you are most energetic, and you are starting things in proper way, with energy, with transformation. and you go out of this subconscious pattern execution for mental activities, physical activities, and this automatic filtering of what is happening with those patterns, seeing things not as they really happen, but with your filter already judging. So these other elements that you see, those rituals, those results, they all give you proper input. As you see in here, they start to be repetitive. Those alone start to be patterns. As you see, meditation around same time, cups of warm water same time, most of the times, eating as well, similar time. For me, this coffee in different ways, spelt coffee, decaf coffee, and a walk, they bring me good energy, stable energy, and some clarity that is needed for this part of the day. Then afternoon, some meal, which usually should be the biggest meal because your pitta is the strongest between 10 and 2 p.m. So your digestive tract is working the best. Your digestive system works the best. Eating in the evening, I was testing it out as well, but for me it brings some imbalance in the morning, no clarity, foggy mind a bit. It doesn't work the best. Going to the bedtime, 9 p.m. it works very nicely, before 10 p.m. as well. Going after 10 p.m., 11 p.m., it's already overwhelming for the system because it cannot fully regenerate. Reading books as well. Check it out. Wheel of Time, Ayurveda, those books about Zen Entrepreneurship, David Hawkins books. Great books that give you some ideas for the day, energize you, feed your mind. This is very important, not to focus back on same things day after day, but just push yourself out of the wheel for some time. This wheel that we are going into every morning. This wheel of time that gets repeated in smaller and bigger cycles. You are either in the wheel, participating, or you are entering the wheel, or you have enough energy to go out of the wheel and see it, or you might be kicked out of the wheel because you don't have enough energy to participate. Think about that. And effects on body, mind and spirit, it's always interesting to check how you behave as this holistic human being. Holistic human being that can be translated as well into chakras, which I will try to do in next parts. But check yourself how you stand against your patterns, against your rituals, and how they impact all those parts of you that you are maintaining as holistic human being. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.